next person, y'all know who it is. It's a little woman with a big ass heart and an even bigger visión. And she's the reason why we are here today. I think of this mujer como like my little fairy godmother. Whenever she calls, I answer because she brings magic into my life. She brings light and this like infectious como sueñas o sueñas. And not only does this woman dream, but she makes shit happen. Y sin eso, like we wouldn't be here today without her. So, do y'all know who I'm talking about? So, when I count to 3, ahorita voy a contar a 3, I want y'all to say her name with me and shower her with love, with gratitude, con amor y cariño. She is going to walk us through what to expect in this renewed vision for the 6th edition of the summit. Whose first time is it here? Felicidades y bienvenidas. Do you have some returning visitors? Hey, también. No, it's because once you taste it, you're going to want to keep coming back. Okay. We're going to take some moment con... Ay, casi dije el nombre. I caught myself. We're going to take a moment to honor the transformative journey and future of this powerful We All Grow Latina comunidad, porque qué hermoso ser parte de esta comunidad. ¿Sí o no? Are you ready? Yes. I would like to welcome Ana Flores! Hey.
Are we doing this?
Vuelta.
Ella me enseñó a perrear. Not that I know how to do it yet.
Gracias, Ana. Oh. Ella sí es la mera mera.
So I still have the sexy voice for those of you that got to see me last night and hear me last night. So let's just hold the space with me so that my throat allows me to get through this moment. So I just really need to pause. I need to pause for a few seconds just to take it all in, just to take all of you in, and to take all of you being here right now in the celebration of joy. Have you been feeling that joy? And what a journey, let me tell you. It has been to get us back to this moment. I have my partner right here laughing. She knows. Because my whole being is just exploding in gratitude, knowing that we are here because each and every one of you sustained that spirit with us. You believed in us and trusted that we would make it happen. That your own journey and investment to be here would be worth your while. We don't take that for granted at all. In fact, it's our biggest motivation. Así que gracias de corazón. Thanks for selling us out in hours and breaking PayPal in like 18 minutes. To our speakers, thanks for accepting the invitation and showing up for our community. Thanks to those of you who used your voice and your power within the companies you work at to bring these beautiful partnerships that are the financial investment that allow us to put a massive 3-day summit together so intentionally. Gracias to all of you here and watching via the live stream for co-creating this sanctuary of joy. So I call myself a soul-centered entrepreneur. And I really do that because I couldn't find a label that actually fit me. A label that I could identify with. To me, soul-centered means to create and lead from a place of deep integrity within myself. I center my soul's needs. That inner knowing that speaks to me sometimes in whispers, a veces a porrazos, when I'm not grounded in presence and I forget about me. And let's be honest, porrazos are something every entrepreneur knows really well. Do we identify? Have you all felt those porrazos in your life? It's all of those hits that just strengthen our resiliency muscles. But I feel bruised a bit all over after 12 years of creating, of building, of pivoting, running into walls and then flowing around them, getting back up, and then having to do it all over again. All of this while honoring a vision carried with integrity and sustained with trust. And doing so, even when it felt unbearable, and like I had like a full container ship on my shoulders that I had to somehow navigate safely onto shore. And that's exactly how 2020 felt. The moment we had to announce that We All Grow Summit, which was happening that May, was canceled, felt like we were at the absolute end of the We All Grow journey. In a weird way, it also felt like my way out. My way out of always having to be figuring things out, the way out of so much responsibility, the way out of always feeling like I had no clue in business because I just didn't have the right training. I don't have an MBA. And of course, I was clearly fooling everyone. I had spent this whole time creating my own table with my own set of rules and attracting those who got it to join me and being disruptive together. I was proud, and I was also exhausted. But I was only fooling myself, because that moment of chaos, when everything was falling apart again, wasn't a way out. It was a call for expansion. The spirit of We All Grow wasn't dying, it was evolving. Okay, I think Audio's gonna kill me because of my earrings. I had to wear the earrings, I'm sorry. They're killing me back there, I'm sure. Necia. Bueno, the invitation to me was to accept the moment of collective crisis, to ground in and step into courage like never before. And damn, that was so effing hard. That meant I had to have very difficult conversations with people I loved, but whom I knew I had to let go of. It meant getting out of my own way, out of my fears, out of my imposter syndrome, and meant being vulnerable with the whole community that was looking at us for support. It also meant taking a deep dive into all of those problems, both professional and personal, I had fixed with Band-Aids just to stop them from bleeding. I had to allow myself the courage to finally rip off those Band-Aids to truly be present with the wounds, accept their existence, tend to them, and allow them to heal, no matter how much that process hurt. The first thing I did was was one of the hardest for me, which is ask for help. How many of you have a hard time asking for help? Why is that? Well, how did I do it? I went on Instagram. And in full honesty, on the We All Grow Instagram, in full honesty and full vulnerability, I shared with the community the huge financial hardship we were facing. This was on April 2020, and I asked for their grace, for your grace and compassion as we figured out how we would repay over $200,000 in tickets and several other hundred thousands in sponsorships, all while we still showed up daily across all of our platforms and on Amigas to keep everyone connected and in high spirits as we navigated the unknown together, keeping everyone safely afloat while we were clearly drowning. So I want to share a really condensed version, very choppy, of that 8-minute video right now.
Yes, this is Ana Flores. I am the founder of We All Grow. As much as we talk about being completely vulnerable, especially as a founder, as a CEO of a company, these moments have been really tough. We always put our community first. And you know that the summit was really what has been the heart of what We All Grow is. March 12th, where we had to announce that We All Grow Summit, which was happening in the last weekend of May. And this was our best year ever. And then COVID-19 happened. Last week, you received an email from me and the team saying that the conference is now canceled. And this is one of the hardest things that we have had to do. And this is the moment of vulnerability. This company that I've built in the last 10 years is definitely going through the largest crisis we've ever seen. It's hard to pivot. It's hard to sustain what we have created, and have to show up in what this new normal is requesting of all of us. We're also in that major point of figuring out what's next, where we stand, and tapping into that immense resiliency muscle and power that we have, especially as Latinas, digging deep and finding those solutions and making the right choices. We're just asking for your compassion, for your empathy, for your patience, to continue connecting with us. Thanks for listening to me right now, and I just really needed to show my face and to let you know the reality.
Okay. So basically, I got out of my own way. I followed my intuition to shoot that video, and I humbly asked for help. And that night, I received an Instagram DM from a woman I had met a year ago and had had an instant connection with, but had only actually seen in person once. Let's get together via Teams or Zoom meeting this week. I want to help you in any way I can. Those were the only words I needed at that moment to receive to lift that container ship off of my shoulders. That DM is from Patti Arvielo. Did any of you get to meet Patti at Las Founders? She's one of the kindest and wealthiest self-made women in this country. Her net worth is higher than J-Lo's. And as of last year, she's also my business partner. When I read that DM, I instantly felt supported. Just knowing that she cared and she believed in me and she believed in us, that she took that time. Mind you, we've had many acquisition and investment offers knocking on our door in the last 12 years, all from men who needed us for their Latina division. Thank you. You all get it. I held strong because my vision has always been for We All Grow to be owned solely by Latinas, so we can own our narrative and retain ownership of what we build. It might be the slowest uncharted path, but we're here, and we're here for the long run, to continue leading the way a nuestra manera. 12 years ago, when I launched my business with absolutely no capital partners or celebrity endorsements, I didn't know what We All Grow Latina would become today, nor did I understand how the vision would manifest itself, because it was an uncharted path. It was the actual vision of a global community of thriving Latina women who support and uplift each other that moved me forward. A sisterhood of Latina women that could defy all stereotypes by elevating our voices and stories to truly represent the beauty and power of our collective cultures. And here we are in our sanctuary of joy, celebrating and supporting each other. And my ask of you is that you look around this room and that you see yourselves in each other. This is the room where you belong. Get intimate with each other. Let your amiga know how much you believe in her, that you see her. Recognize that you are a vessel of pure joy. Choose that joy, and in that presence, co-create with us a sanctuary of joy. And I'm so supported by a powerful team of mujeres that sustain that vision with me. My partner and co-CEO, Vanessa Santos, who made the leap from lucrative corporate positions to join me in leading We All Grow just last year in this next stage of growth. Melissa Bailey, who joined me in 2015 to produce the first summit and has done so every year flawlessly and makes us look impeccable. Paula Duran, who is the first person I have ever trusted with handing over the programming of the summit, because it's the heart and soul, and that's what she brings to the table. Evelyn Jimenez, our tireless event director, who took on the challenge to take over the role in her comeback year, and look at what she has done. Hey, Evelyn. Ayla Castaña, our Amigas community manager, who's more of a soul cheerleader that keeps us all connected and feeling like we belong. Priscila Castro, giving a new voice to We All Grow with elevated content in partnership with the digital and marketing teams, Chantel Basigalupo, Jessica Martinez, Karina Esteban, Lydia Vences, and freelance writers, amongst them Claudia Martinez, one of the OG mom bloggers with me back in the day. And the Mujeres holding it up with the speakers and sponsors through millions of emails and countless Zooms. Lina Arango, Mayra Rosas, Gabriela Sanchez. Lina Cordero, founder of Only Child Design, who conceptualized her beautiful design and logo and new website. And Andy and Majo Gonzalez, who create every single design piece you have been interacting with. Gaby Claros and Jahaira Roque for being beasts at admin and operations and keeping all of us grounded. And of course, my partner, Pati Arvielo, who constantly motivates me to take big risks and enjoy the ride. They are who make We All Grow, along with all of you. But there's one more person who has been at the front and center of it all. The one that motivated me from day one, and the one whose life has been completely shaped by being surrounded by mujeres chingonas who have role modeled for her that she's capable of everything, that she can make her own choices, be proud of being Latina, and dream as big as she wants, because there will always be a web of support around her. Mi hija, Camila Hausmans Flores.
Hi.
The stage is yours. You've always wanted the We All Grow stage. Now you can have it.
Hi, I'm Camila Hausmans Flores. I've grown up being proud of being Latina because I've known some pretty badass Latinas. What being Latina means to me has been something I've been trying to figure out. When people look at me, the first thing that comes to their mind is not usually that I'm Latina. And I used to be okay with that and deep down kind of like it. Probably since my mom has been all about educating me and bringing the Latina culture into my life. And I thought I would be rebelling if I wasn't all into being Latina. But, what does that even mean? So, now when somebody looks at me and the first thing isn't that I'm Latina, well, I find offense to it, and I'll constantly bring up the fact that yo hablo español, and that my mom is the founder of We All Grow. The taste of platanitos on a salty, cold air morning, the boleros traveling through my ears to reach my memory, the rhythm of the music that will never leave my body, the curves on my body and family, the curves that they are now making a trend. Messing up my words and not knowing if I'll ever be truly comfortable with my native tongue. Questioning if I'll ever be Latina enough to fit into the stereotype. Living in Mexico for 6 months and feeling this proudness, knowing that they can't keep us silent, because without us, what would they do? Knowing stories of Patty Rodriguez, Jessica Salgado, Frida, Kim Guerrera, Rita Moreno, Carla Morrison, and Selena. Knowing that they've paved the way for so many young girls out there like me, for a girl who wants to sing and act her little heart out. Having hope because I know that I will succeed. Taking a chance on myself, just like you guys. When I was about, 4 and 9, I would be looking up on the stage and I would just be in awe of these incredible women here. Walking past the aisles of Target and looking to the shelves and seeing Rizzo's curls and being like, I know that girl. and I just love being able to see people make their dreams a reality and to make their younger selves happy and proud. and to tell people that it is possible to do. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay.
Okay. She just wants to know if she made anyone cry. That's all she wanted.
Okay, yeah, that was my goal. Thank you. Thank you.